however, remains one of the world's widest, mainly because South Africa's top salaries are so spectacular. Business Day also looks at the recent decision by the Constitutional Court in Pretoria, which has ordered South Africa's police to investigate crimes against humanity, even though the crimes we're talking about were allegedly committed in Zimbabwe. Saluting the decision as an end to a South African foreign policy, which, according to Business Day, has been characterized by an attitude of see no evil, hear no evil, especially when it's being perpetrated by your neighbours. Business Day points out that the court decision doesn't mean that South African police can actually investigate on Zimbabwean territory, but it does mean that wherever witnesses and documents are available in South Africa, then they must be consulted, and the law, the South African law, must be applied. Business Day says Parliament and the courts have played their roles in providing what the paper describes as model legislation. The article ends with the observation that it remains to be seen whether the executive, that means President Jacob Zuma, will be equal to the other two branches of government. And then there's Zambia, where acting President Guy Scott backed down yesterday after his attempt to sack the ruling party chief sparked riots and a rejection of Guy Scott's authority. Guy Scott reversed his decision to sack Patriotic Front Secretary General Edgar Lungu just days after the death of President Michael Sata. And this decision was reversed following fierce criticism and a meeting with cabinet ministers. Lungu is to remain in place at least until after Sata's burial next week, at which time the Central Committee of the Patriotic Front will be convened. Hundreds of Lungu supporters rampaged overnight in the capital, Lusaka, stoning motorists, burning tires and singing anti-Scott songs.
If you would like to keep Radio France International on Global 24 Radio, we need to hear from you. All you have to do is navigate to this show's program page on global24radio.com and let us know you're listening, and consider becoming an individual sponsor for Global 24 Radio. The next generation of shortwave broadcasting has begun. Broadcasting news, culture, and perspective 24 hours a day on 93.95 kHz. This is Global 24 Radio, broadcasting on WRMI in Okeechobee, Florida. You are tuned to 93.95 kHz in the 31-meter band. Visit www.global24radio.com for more information.
Hour of Paris Live is Wednesday, the 5th of November. I'm Hala Mohideen. Here are the headlines. In the U.S., Republicans have seized control of the Senate after the most expensive midterm elections in history. Ukrainian President Petro Poroshenko orders army reinforcements to key cities in the south and east of the country in anticipation of a new rebel offensive. And police in Mexico arrest a fugitive ex-mayor and his wife suspected of ordering a police attack, which led to the disappearance of 43 students. And coming up later in the programme, Paul Myers has the latest sports news, and Michael Fitzpatrick will join me in the studio for a review of the French press. We start in the U.S., where the Republican Party have won the U.S. Senate, seizing control of both chambers for the first time since 2006.